What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Y'all have to excuse the background. That's a clean clothes pile, and y'all know how taking out clothes out of the laundry never get folded, so please don't judge me. It's 3 people in this room and only one of me. So anyways, that's not about what the topic is. So pretty much I just really wanted to get a lot of things off my mind, and possibly help somebody who might be going through the same thing as me. First thing I gotta say is that I am a 26-year-old entrepreneur, and pretty much just doing business on my own. So I think I really hit the phase of my life where it was just like, I feel like I kind of hit a wall, or like I have no guidance, or like I'm not really doing well in my business, and I just needed to like elevate more. And what can I do? So I saw this one video. I only saw the title, by the way. I didn't watch it, and it was like how she brainwashed herself into becoming a millionaire. I didn't watch it, but something just clicked in my head, and I was like, hold on, brainwashing yourself sounds like something that I might need to do. So I really took it upon myself to just figure out what steps I can do in order to make myself become more successful. And one of the things that I did was just like, instead of listening to music every day, which is I feel like it's everybody's habit to just listen to music every day, I just told myself that I needed to pretty much use like success videos as my music, instead of music, you know, just using music as a comfort or something like that. Because I feel like a lot of times I will use music as a comfort because I'm feeling stressed or something like that, but sometimes I feel even more stressed listening to music in itself. Besides that, so once I started listening to successful people on YouTube and kind of just educating myself further, I started to feel more confident, and like that rush of motivation to get up and do something. Because there's a lot of times where like I'll wake up like 2 o'clock, and to be honest, it's still a habit, so I'm still working on me, like 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and just feeling like I can't do anything today, or like what's the point of getting up and doing something when I don't get a lot of views on my videos anyway. So in order for myself to just kind of brainwash myself out of a negative mindset, I just started figuring out steps on what I can do to improve myself, and a part of that was just following successful people. A lot of people just say follow successful people if you want to become successful. So I really took that upon myself to just literally try and follow people. And I am a spiritual person, so I found somebody on YouTube who speaks about religion and becoming successful. So I feel like following God is definitely a part of my success journey, and trying to include him in it. I feel like another thing is just listening, for someone who might be religious or spiritual, just following people who are successful and spiritual really gives you like that extra push in becoming the person who you're trying to be even further, because then you feel like that spiritual connection, and you really feel like there's pieces being put together spiritually and successfully. And I don't know how to explain it unless you are on that path, but something about that really gives you a push even further to try and do what you know you can do, and who you're trying to become in. Another reason why I listen to YouTube videos is because I know that like classes are really expensive, and until I can possibly get myself to get the money to pay for classes, then I just listen to YouTube videos. So I feel like there is no excuse to not being able to listen to successful people when there's so many successful people on YouTube educating people. I see that a lot of successful people are posting on YouTube, and they're like, these are people who paid for the classes. So it's like free paid well, free classes that people have paid for but was already recorded, and then they posted it on YouTube for free. I mean, even though they're getting paid on the back end, but it's like there are classes on YouTube that people have paid to see in person that you can get for free by watching it on YouTube. So that's, I feel like we have access to knowledge that we aren't using. So I'm just like, listening to YouTube videos has really been something for me, because when nobody is pushing you but yourself, all you have is yourself, pretty much. You only have you, and the more education that you have, the further that you can go with things. I do a lot of things. So I'm trying to be a YouTuber. I want to sell my yoni products. I make locks. I do a lot of things on the back end of entrepreneurship, and it's just me. So one thing that I learned is making people pretty much make money for you. And so now I'm on my journey to finding people who can work with me, or who can work with me on my clientele, so that I don't really have to do it myself. Just freeing up time, pretty much. And by freeing up time on your own hands is part of becoming successful, and it just benefits you. There's a lot of people who are looking for clientele on my end. So I took it upon myself to just find people who have like a smaller following than me, and pretty much DM them asking if we can work together. So on Wednesday, I'm having my first meeting with someone who is 22. I'm 26, by the way. And seeing how we can pretty much network, and I can pay her to do my clients or something like that. So I'm really nervous about that, but at the same time, there's so many people looking for opportunities. So I'm looking for people who want opportunities, and you have to sell them a really good deal that can benefit them and yourself at the same time. Whew. That was a lot said, but yeah. There's a lot of days where I just feel really, really discouraged. And I can't get out of bed because of this discouragement, and I feel like I don't have time. So I don't know, I feel like that's a really bad habit, and just feeling that feeling of depression really triggers me. So, and in that moment, I literally just put on videos relating to success and how to further yourself, and I just get up and do what I need to do, because I know that I can make it. I just want reinsurance, I believe, and reinsurance includes furthering yourself education wise. So that's how I'm literally brainwashing myself. I'm just, every day I'm listening to something that is related to success, and that is my way of taking myself a step further, and hopefully that helps somebody else out here who feels the same way, especially if you're doing being an entrepreneur by yourself or feel stuck. Because I feel like I felt stuck at one point and I didn't know where to go. There's a lot that's been happening in my own personal life that just makes me feel like I don't got this, and then at the same time I do got this. So there's up days and there's down days, and those down days can really take a toll on me. So you just, as a person, has to figure out what motivates you. And I think that's the biggest part, like figuring out what motivates you to be a better version of yourself. And I feel like a big part of my life is having a family and knowing that, like, I have to be a mom, I have to be a wife. You know, it can't be a one-sided relationship where only one person is making money. It has to be a two-way thing. We both have to work together. So that's another part of being discouraged. Like, today I'm not making any money. How do I make money? Also, how do I make money? The question. I heard a lot of, is that right? I heard a lot of successful people say that just waking up asking the question, how do I make money today, is not the way to become successful. That was big for me, because like every day I'm like, how can I make money today? Like, I don't know, I have to get out of that mindset. But part of that, you know, that you have to take your time with things. Anything you want to turn out perfect, it will not turn out perfect if you rush it. So I'm trying not to rush things, and anything I start, I really want to take my time on. But at the same time, it's like those days where it's like I don't have time, I have to realize that this is going to be a long game, you know. So one of these days, me and you, we will become successful. We just have to take our time and really put in the effort that it takes in order to become successful. And just part of that is really brainwashing yourself. And education is the most beneficial part of becoming success. The more you know, the further you will get. So that is how I'm brainwashing myself. Just trying to pretty much drench my brain in education. And just not, another thing that kind of holds me back is looking at people on Instagram and seeing that they made it. But I know that these people also had a journey, you know. So this is my journey. Everybody's journey is different, but you have to make sure that you push yourself to reach your goal. I don't want to talk anybody off, but hopefully this helps somebody. I hope that what I had on my mind really speaks to somebody. And maybe if you guys want more videos like these, make sure you guys subscribe and like this channel.